So, a science A-level's your future. My name's Mr. Savage, and I am the curriculum leader of science here on the Workington campus of the West Coast Sixth Form. Hopefully this video today will provide you with the information that you require to answer that question. A science A-level's something that you think that you want to do next year. Well, if you're not sure, hopefully by the end of this session, you'll have a better idea. So why would you want to choose an A-level in science? Well, primarily, why would you want to choose an A-level in anything? I think there are three key things that you need to consider. Number one, do you enjoy it? Number two, are you interested in it? And number three, are you relatively good at it? And if the answer to all of these three questions is yes, then definitely A-levels in sciences should be things that you should be considering. Are they any different from what you do in a GCSE? Well, yeah, they are. They're a little bit more difficult. I would be lying if I didn't say that was the case. But actually, there's an awful lot of similarities as well. In each of the three sciences, the content that you'll be covering will be the content that you studied in your GCSE course. And it doesn't matter whether you studied combined science or whether you studied the separate GCSEs. A-levels are accessible to people who have done both courses. The courses are designed so that they will follow on from the combined content or the triple content. Triple scientists sometimes have a little bit of advantage because they have covered slightly more of the course content than the double scientists. But actually, there are no barriers there. You know, if you get a double 9 in double science, or you get a single 9 in chemistry and physics, A-level sciences is the way to go for you, no problem at all. So what do they focus on? Well, they focus, as I said, on the content that you've previously studied. Science is a spiral curriculum. We tend to focus on the same sort of areas, whether it's a Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, or a Key Stage 5. The only difference is that the depth and complexity of those concepts increases as we go up through the year groups. So, at Key Stage 3, for instance, in chemistry, we study particles. In Key Stage 4, we start to look at electron structure in atoms. And at Key Stage 5, we still look at the same sort of thing, the structure of an atom, bonding and whatever, but we just look at it in greater depth. And we look at more complex models. So there's nothing new in most of what we do. But there is a little bit of newer content that is interspersed into each of the A-levels. And that's sort of relevant content that will, keep what you were doing in the classroom relevant to what's going on in the world outside. And hopefully those things combined, the skills, the information, and the content will inspire you to become the scientists that we need in West Cumbria in the future. Another reason why you might want to study an A-level in science is that science courses are what we would call facilitating subjects. And that means they're actually quite a good basis for an awful lot of university options. So if you're not sure about what it is that you want to do, in 2 or 3 years' time, then actually studying science at A-level is something that would be good because it would give you an awful lot of career options later on. It doesn't narrow your field. And then finally, one reason that you would study science A-levels is that there are quite a wide range of job opportunities available to people who study science A-levels. We're talking about things like, as I say, teachers like me, but chemists, pharmacists, engineers, medics, doctors, nurses, vets, dentists, all those sorts of things. They are job opportunities that are available to people who study science A-levels. And on average, somebody who studies an A-level in science tends to earn a little bit more money than people who study science A-levels in other subjects. So if that's important to you, then again, it's another reason why you might choose A-levels in sciences. So given all of that, what we're going to do in the next 3 parts is have a little look at each of the three individual A levels and look at what they are about and what they will offer you in terms of what your future career prospects are going to be.